Okay, so we're picking up right where we left off in the middle of making a decision. Dragon Age Veilguard, for anyone who wasn't sure. And we're going to see how this affects this.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Okay. Got money? No. I love how I'm fighting demons and stuff. And I'm just like, fine. Ooh, those are charred corpses. Oof. There is soup already on the ground.
This is it!
Bring down that scaffolding!
Okay.
Why? Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
I'm with you!
Together! Now!
I love
Came a
Harding.
long
She's
way
great.
and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Damn.
Varric! 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 Oh no, no, no! Harding!
Let's go! This way! This way!
That's a concussion, at minimum.
You have no idea what you have done.
Okay, so there was a power outage in my area. I'm not 100% sure how clean the edit will look due to the power outage. Luckily, because of my lamps, I actually noticed it while I was filming before the power actually went out and I was able to turn off my computer. So I'm not sure if loading back into the game now, you guys will see this little cut right before the next part of the game. So I'm just kind of pre-warning you that this won't be a clean edit due to like unexpected natural event, as some people call it, acts of God. So power went out. It was out for like 30 minutes and then it came back and I was just like, well, we'll see how this game loads now. So yeah, this is my other playthrough that I'm not doing for you guys. So once I get into past the starter area proper, we will see where it goes. It looks like it saved for me where the the power went out, but we're going to see in a second. So sit back and enjoy. We'll see how this goes.
You have no idea what you have done.
Solus. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here, but why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
All right, salty, shady.
All right, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped.
I just realized his
The
boots have
blighted
toes.
Elven Gods walk free.
Right, you were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic?
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric.
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Okay, so I'm going to say it because I have to get it out of my system. Solus looks like he got all the Botox and uses all the Instagram and Snapchat filters on his face in this game. Don't get me wrong, he was very, like, angled. Like, they definitely worked on making his character look like what he did in Inquisition. And I think out of all the OG characters that do crop up, surprisingly, like Varric and Harding, him and Harding look the best. Varric looks a little funky. And then we'll see what else we see throughout the game. But I will kind of like try to voice how this game feels compared to Inquisition as we go along. I don't know if you guys want that. I've seen a lot of people online making commentary both ways, where they're just like, oh, this isn't a true Dragon Age game. This is an issue. This is that. I don't like it because of this. And I'm like, honestly, from what I watched my friend play and what I've done so far, it's pretty solid. I don't have any problems with it. Like, I'm enjoying it. It looks great. I love the art style. It works. I like the new dialogue options because in Inquisition, which once I get further into Inquisition again, I'll show you guys. But like in Inquisition, the dialogue options are basically, so like this slot right here would be positive, yes, like a yes man. This slot right here would be neutral. And then this one would just be like mean, abrasive, kind of leaning towards evil. And then occasionally you'll get something on this side, but not as often as like these three were how you kind of figured out how your game was going to go. So if you wanted a good ending, you always kind of pick the top one. If you weren't really sure about the decision made, you pick the middle one. And if you just wanted to be a straight up asshole, you pick the bottom one. Well, in this one, the variety of the way you talk is not hardlined or railroaded as much with which version of the story you're going to get. Now you get yes man, kind of like positive, silly, a very blunt, short with people, maybe considered even a little bit aggressive. You get angry, stressed, elevated. You get this one is angry. This one is like shocked, surprised. And then this one is typically where your romance option is, or sad. So I do like that they put more thought into how you can talk as a character. So these are just things I have right out the gate already noticed. Also, I think my character's gorgeous, and I love the fact that she is truly brown. She has freckles like I do, across the bridge of the nose. The hair options are phenomenal. And she's not rail thin. Like, not everybody's rail thin. So I love the body inclusivity. I love the variety. And as we go on, I'll just point out more things that I like and dislike about the game. Because this game isn't perfect, but no video game is. Every game has its ups and downs. But overall, I think all the review bombing this game got early on was just unfortunate because it's actually pretty awesome. So, back to conversation nuggets with Soul Ass.
That's really helpful. What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is what I know.
Helpful advice from the elven god of, and I am quoting you here, lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
I see. It was our responsibility anyway. He's trapped in the Fade. Like, what are we gonna do? He makes it seem like it's...
Why tear down the
You need to
veil?
listen.
Do you want me to take the shot?
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me.
Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
Alright, so here's a better look at some of the other voice actions. Kind of blunt, abrasive, elevated, sad, and then questions.
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Nev got everyone out, by the skin of her teeth mostly. And before you start worrying, Harding will be fine. She's made of sterner stuff than either one of us. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
You've got to get better. We need you leading the charge.
You stopped Solus from flooding the world with demons, Rook. Not me. Besides, I can't do much leading from bed.
But something else escaped, Varric. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like your
I love her hair.
impulsive rescue of those captives from the Antam slavers. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole soulless mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for elf fruit.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
Okay, so we're going to end this right here because it's the solid stopping point in the game. And I can do a hard save right here. And then I will continue with the story and pick up from where we left off so we can explore this new zone that we've just discovered. Some baseline rules that I usually do in every game is when people are having like cutscene dialogue, I'll try to be quiet. The subtitles are on, so when they do banter when we're walking around the world, I might talk over it, but I try not to. But there is a lot of it, so I might still talk over it. I'm not going to read everything in this playthrough. I do that on my own personal playthrough because I love to read everything, but I don't think that's fun for people to watch, so this will just mostly be adventuring, running through, fighting stuff. I'll probably pick up everything and read it on my own spare time. In this playthrough, I think that's about it. Anything else that comes up along the way, because I haven't really had a chance to really play with the game that much to kind of figure out what other like ground rules to set up aside from when people are talking, be quiet. I won't read everything because that's kind of like if I pick it up, it'll pause for a second, so I'll leave it up long enough that if you want to pause and read it, be my guest. And things like that. And yeah, so as we go along, we'll see how this goes. And yeah, I hope you enjoy watching me play the new Dragon Age game.